what's going on, guys? It's your boy AA on 2420, bringing you guys our NPL Week 3 versus OmegaJolteon, coach of the Chicago Carracostas, I believe. It'll say in the title. I would do a team builder, but it just occurred to me as I was recording a team builder that I fight OmegaJolteon, and I figured normally I would go over it anyway, but a lot of these sets I feel like could actually potentially work in a rematch against OmegaJolteon for later in the season. So I would rather not go in depth with them, especially because I could really only see myself changing up like 1 or 2 spreads. So I'm not really going to go in depth at all with them, to be honest. I'm just going to go into the game and go off of what happened. If you guys enjoy that, leave a like down below. Sorry if I sound a little sick. I'm still getting over something. So yeah, basically though, I lead off with Cypher Aerodactyl and I go for Rocks. I figured that there's not really any other opportunity. Well, there's not really any other option. He doesn't seem to have a Defogger besides Mew or Klefki, and neither of them really had the best matchup, or so I thought. He actually predicts in Will-O-Wisp when I switch into Scizor after I get up Rocks. I figured I can just hard switch into Scizor. I kind of wish I had Taunt on this Aerodactyl set, because I got taunted before that, and it got a Secure Switch. Sadly, I did not. I figured I could always Pursuit Trap, but now Pursuit isn't going to do much, as I learned here. I should have Bug Bitten there, but I go for this Pursuit. His Rocky Helmet definitely hurts me, as he could just roost up because he knows that he kills me off with Rocky Helmet this turn. I figured that I didn't really have any other mon I was saving Scizor for, so I would just kill it off, or try and kill it off with Bug Bite, maybe get a crit or something. I don't do that much at all. I go into Fuck Stall Dude. I figured I could try and scout for Taunt. If he didn't have Taunt, I set up and win here. He has Taunt, so I can't come on Stall, which means I have to go back in Aerodactyl and try and get like a Stone Edge crit or something. But I figured that I might as well try and scout for the burn. Go into Narganzel and maybe set up, as his only mon is Klefki. Right before he switches in Klefki though, I actually cancel my move and went for Flamethrower. If I Nasty Plotted here, actually Nasty Plot would have probably been a misplay because he had the Aka Berry. Though I should have probably still in general set up there. At least not knowing he had the Aka Berry, that would have probably been a smarter play, but it doesn't really matter too much. I go into Mudsteel here. I originally had this actually prepped for Zygarde, so it was really nice when he did bring it in. Though obviously it worked on Klefki too. I figured that I could always just go for an Earthquake. Zygarde takes a fair amount from it. That's fine, a little less than I hoped. He actually hard tops in a Mew here. As I go for Roar, I figured that he's going to try and set up. I always try and roar him out. He actually hard tops in a Mew, so it's very good that we didn't get burned, so I don't need to use my rest earlier on. I figured that I could just Earthquake. I do a lot to Cobalion. Cobalion was the one I was a little scared of, because potentially Rock Polish could have been a little scary for my team. Not overly scary, because I still have Crest alive, but it still could have been scary late game if Crest died. So, very nice to know that I got it weakened. He actually hard tops in a Mew here, and as you can see, Mew actually takes a fair amount, not a ton, but a fair amount from Earthquake. I definitely can't beat it 1v1, so I just roar it out. Get some nice chip on Cobalion as he goes back into Mew and takes some more Earthquake damage. So he tries to Will-O-Wisp. Luckily he misses and gets Toxapex brought in. This is another mon I had Mudsteel actually prepped for. He Toxics me. I figure that's no problem at all, as I do a ton of damage. This was meant to 2-hit KO any Toxapex spread, so I knew that would be fine. Just click an Earthquake. So I just Earthquake again. He can't burn me, so I'm taking advantage of this opportunity to just Earthquake. Though the problem is I do not actually beat him 1v1 in any scenario. Having a Trick from Crest could have been nice here, or even then having Toxic on something would have been nice. I just roar him out. I get Klefki brought in, so it's really nice, as he hard swaps into Mew. So I figured that I could just rest up, since I do have a Chesto Berry. I figured that luckily, since he did bring in Mew, it's a free rest turn, and I go back into Tapu Fini. I figured I don't want him burning me, because I really can't afford to have Mudsteel burn now. He actually predicts and goes for Taunt though, and it's a little scary because it's more so scary that he had Taunt. I guess it wasn't really scary for Finny because I couldn't really do anything anyway. But I'm still trying to figure out what that last move is on Mew. I know it has Super Fang, Taunt, and Will-O-Wisp. He goes for Taunt here. I figure that's fine. I can go for Earthquake. The problem is though is that he always could go for Will-O-Wisp, which is actually why I hard swapped in Narganzel. He goes for Roost instead, but I figured I could hard swap in Naga. He then goes into Klefki, which I thought was weird because he doesn't have Aka Berry anymore, and I literally kill it off. In hindsight, I probably should have Nasty Plotted, but it's fine. I still kill off the Klefki. That was my main concern because now he can't set up screens anymore. So later on in the game, I probably set up. I know the Starman's Scarfed. I know for a fact he's Scarfed. In hindsight, a Scarfmon to take this out would have been nice, but it's whatever. Finny still takes it on fairly well. My problem is, though, is that after rocks, I don't actually switch in really well because my berry wouldn't pop. So I stay in here trying to get Toxapex to get my berry broken. It was really stupid because once terrain ran out, had he just waited to pop my berry until terrain ran out and then just toxic me, that would have meant Finny's toxic now. But luckily, though, he doesn't, and I go right into the arrow here. I figured I could always sack because I got rocks up. He doesn't. I figured he probably doesn't have defog and Mew, which means that my hazards are safe. So I go for the Z Draco here. I knew it was meant to kill Toxapex, so I just went for it. Because especially since he didn't have switch-ins. He does bring in Darmanitan here. That's fine. I figured that he comes in and rocks one more time, and he's no longer able to switch in anymore. He actually U-turns here, so that's very nice for us, which means that we can always rest up here. He actually taunts though with Mew, so that really sucks. I go for oh shit. Let's see, go to turn 30, 35. There we go. Okay, so he actually taunts here. I somewhat predict him to go for Earthquake, though that was more so a misclick. I meant to click Rest, so I guess it kind of works in our favor. He goes for Roost though in this turn, as I just go for Earthquake. I don't really have another option. I go to Finny here, just trying to predict the Will-O-Wisp, since now he has full health. He actually goes for Super Fang though. So he just taunts, probably trying to stop us from setting up Calm Mind. Pretty smart. I had Haze, so it didn't really matter. I just go for Moonblast, and he just goes for Super Fang. So I definitely can't switch out here at this point. So I just try and Draco. There's not really any other play. He now does have a free bring in Darmanitan to kill off whatever he wants. So that sucks for us because he turns. Luckily, it's a sack now. He could have just stayed in, but I mean, it's whatever. I go into Finny here. There's not really much else I can do at this point because now I cannot break Mew at all. So I just Moonblast. And I hope that at this point I can just stall him out of Roost. As you can see, though, that doesn't really work out that well because if we just keep going, he sacks Darmanitan. Very solid play on his part. He kills us off with 1,000 arrows because we are now too low to really do anything. I bring a Crest here. I figured that I could always try and outstall this thing. He is Toxic, though, so this really doesn't work out that well. As you can see, he purchasing Mew. I try and just outstall him with Crest. It didn't work out well. As you can see, Crest dies to literally Toxic. And then Mudsdale cannot beat this thing 1v1. As you can see, I'm just trying to outstall it at this point. Eventually, I just tell Omega I'm not going to rest up because I realized I cannot actually beat this thing 1v1. It has too many taunts left to the point where I can't recover off. Even though he didn't end up actually having any offensive move, I believe. Regardless, it could not have beaten Zygarde 1v1 because I just could never have gotten enough HP to where Zygarde came in and then just didn't kill me off. It's a very good game to OmegaJolteon. Check him out. Link is in the description along to every other MPL coach. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like down below. Sorry this wasn't the most entertaining. My voice is still shot, and I would have waited till next week, except for I just wanted to get this up. So next week, I believe we take our Merc. We either play Merc or Jay, I forget who, but I know we play one of them week 6, the other one week 4. Point is though, check that out when it comes up. It's going to be a great game. Hopefully we can get positive again, or at least neutral again, because we're currently 1-2. Sadly we lost to Eric because of Thunder Wave. Not Thunder Wave, Serene Grace Fairs. This is one I just should have brought Toxic. If I brought Toxic, it's a much easier game. So yeah, though, I'll see you guys next time though. Peace out.